why Gen X is the strongest generation of all time. I've spoken to a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys are Gen X, and the stories that you tell me, I'm just like, yeah, we would not survive those days. Really excited to get into this. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Yeah, let's see what we got. Generation X.
Generation X, the unsung powerhouses wedged between the booming baby boomers and the tech-savvy millennials, truly embody the grit and backbone that defined an era.
Okay.
As the thumbnail of this video proclaims, we didn't run our mouths, we just did it. And that's exactly why we've emerged as the strongest generation to ever walk the earth.
Wait. Is that a saying of like today's world, people do a lot of talking, but they don't do a lot of doing? Whereas like Generation S, they do a lot of doing, but they don't do a lot of talking. They just do it.
Remember the days of biking 5 miles to school, rain or shine? Or how about eating whatever was in front of us because it tasted worse the next morning? Bet you can't imagine that today, right? If you
Wait, eating what's in front of you because it tasted worse the next morning because you don't want to save it because it's already cooked?
were Gen Z, you'd probably be lost without GPS and a safety net.
Oh, yeah. Yo, if I had to go to a new location, you give me a paper map, I'm screwed. I am screwed. I'd be so lost without my GPS. But when I speak to like my granddad and stuff, and he was like, he drove trucks and that, so he literally had to navigate the whole country by a piece of paper. I'm like, but granddad, you can't even see yourself on a piece of paper. How do you know where you're at? He was like, the signs, man, the signs.
But for us Gen Xers, we learned early. Don't complain.
Right.
Or you'll really have something to complain about.
Okay.
We grew up tough. We grew up resilient, and we didn't need constant approval to stand our ground.
That's crazy. That is crazy. And the dad is back here, not really caring. He's like, they're just gonna do what they do. If they get, hit by the bike, they get hit.
Before we continue, let me share some observations about today's generation that might not exemplify strength.
Okay.
Imagine someone sucking on a strawberry vape, constantly scrolling through social media, and snapping selfies just to gather enough likes for their daily dose of dopamine.
Sounds. When you hear it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
Depression rates among Gen Z are soaring, with many experiencing burnouts and struggling to cope.
I'm not surprised.
You want to know what really makes a generation strong? A hefty chunk of our grit comes straight from our grandparents.
Right.
The greatest generation.
Okay.
These tough-as-nails folks who chewed on the bitterness of the Great Depression and spat out the horrors of World War II, hammered into us an unshakable grit. And
yeah, I can't lie. Like, the stories that you guys do tell me, because I speak to a lot of you guys personally on my Twitch streams. Link in description is twitch.tv/L3WG. And you guys tell me so many stories, and I'm just like, yep. Me personally, I won't be able to survive those days. I wouldn't even know how.
Ironclad resourcefulness. I owe a hell of a lot to my grandparents and the rock-solid wisdom they hammered home. They weren't about handouts or soft living. They taught us the grind, value hard work,
For sure.
pinch pennies like their life jackets, and stare down life's sucker punches without flinching. Their saga of surviving the roughest patches of modern history sketched us a map to navigate chaos and kick ass in a world that won't stop changing.
Right.
Their legacy?
It is.
It's the backbone of Gen X, armored us to face down any storm and bulldoze through walls.
Wait, did he just say the Gen X has armored us? Because I feel like the generations now are like very, very, very weak. Like, it's changed a lot. I feel like the generation now, it's not that like the generations, before us are not having input. They are giving input, but I feel like the generations now, like the newer generations, they don't really listen. Do you know what I mean? They don't really pay attention, or they just, they just trust the internet, what we're all on right now.
We did not run our mouth. We just did it. That was the unwritten law of our upbringing, etched into the very fabric of our generation.
Wow.
Raised in homes where discipline and duty stood as pillars, we tackled chores without complaint or delay.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a kid cleaning someone's car. Genuinely, I can't remember, I haven't seen any kids doing that kind of chore.
From mowing lawns before the sun got too high, to washing dishes the moment dinner ended, our tasks were non-negotiable. Right. This no-nonsense approach extended beyond mere household duties. It was a philosophy that shaped our entire character. Our parents instilled in us a stoic resilience, a quiet resolve to meet life's demands head-on. Words were cheap. It was actions that counted. This silent
Oh, did you have to do your own bins as well? Not the... Wait, actually, hold up.
head-on. Words were cheap.
You know when the bin man came, did they not grab the bins from the side? Did you have to like wake up when the bin man was there and put your own bins in? Or did they get it from the street? Because he looks like, he don't look like a bin man worker.
It was actions that counted. This silent stoicism wasn't about suppression. It was about survival and strength, learning to manage whatever life threw our way with a steady hand and a closed mouth.
Right.
We were molded to be doers, not talkers. Champions who thrived on accountability and the satisfaction of a job well done. We were young and independent, true pioneers of self-reliance from a tender age.
Do you know what's crazy from learning from you guys? This car would have been moving. That blows my mind. Like, today's world, you do need your seatbelts. Like, I just can't fathom, like, how many people, like, were you guys not getting into car crashes? I don't get it. I don't understand, because one car crash and those four, they got a big problem.
It's from a tender age. Our parents were often not home, caught up in the hustle to make ends meet,
right,
leaving us with the house keys and a list of responsibilities that would make today's helicopter parents gasp.
Mad.
By the time we hit the front door after school,
what's a helicopter parent? He said helicopter parent. What's a helicopter parent?
We were on our own, masters of our miniature domains. The command was simple: be home by dark.
Right.
And so, under that vast sky, we claimed the streets as ours, biking far beyond the safe confines of modern playdates, playing epic games of hide-and-seek that spanned entire neighborhoods. There weren't any
See, growing up, I did play a little bit of games before, like, consoles was, like, embedded into my life. So around, like, the age of 13, that's when I became, like, a gamer with, like, consoles and that, and I stopped going out. And from that point onwards, I still don't go out. Like, I don't go out now. But before that, like when I was 10, 11, 12, I was playing, like we called it 1, 2, 3 in, or tracker, where you just run around the neighborhood, you hide, and another team finds you. So like that, and honestly, when I do think about my childhood, I cherish that moment more than the video game moment, even though the video game moment I absolutely loved. So yeah, I can't imagine you guys, when you guys was kid, the memories you cherished as well. I bet it was amazing.
cell phones to summon us home.
Even
Just
better.
the distant calls of dinner or the flickering streetlights signaling that our day of freedom was drawing to a close.
Oh, is that, you know?
This wasn't neglect. It was normal, and it taught us to handle life head-on.
Right.
From bandaging our own scraped knees to settling our own squabbles. Generation X's biggest asset? We're as comfortable with a rotary phone as we are with a smartphone. We're the only generation that naturally bridges the analog and digital divide, seamlessly integrating solutions from both realms. This unique ability to navigate between technologies, from dial-up internet to high-speed broadband.
Yeah, it's nuts, man, because if you speak to any kid nowadays, like, imagine the world without the internet, they would be so lost. They would be so confused.
From cassette tapes to streaming music, has endowed us with unmatched creative problem-solving skills. Whether it's fixing a car engine using old-school manuals or optimizing software using the latest apps, we handle it all with equal finesse. This dual fluency makes Gen X uniquely versatile and inventive, masters of both the tools of the past and the innovations of the present, with one foot in the past and one in the future.
No! Is that young Jeff? Oh no, oh my, oh, he's changed.
The future, we dance through challenges that stump other
generations. He seems like he's got younger.
Always ready to exit stage left with solutions in hand. Long before work-life balance became a trendy hashtag, we were the champions of managing it all on the fly.
Right.
Our childhood didn't include lavish birthday parties or orchestrated playdates. It was about figuring out how to entertain ourselves without a dozen digital devices at our disposal.
Okay, imagination.
We stood on the roof of the house to turn the antenna for clarity, even in the rain, which made it slippery. We were...
Bro, that is crazy. What do you mean you're standing on roofs where it's slippery and rain? Bro, that is crazy. I swear your parents was doing it on purpose, so you did get a bump.
Worked from 12. This wasn't deprivation in the rain, which made it slippery. We worked from 12.
You worked jobs from 12? What kind of jobs? Because I'm looking at someone at McDonald's right now. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What was the youngest you had a job, or what was the job?
This wasn't deprivation. It was a crash course in innovation and adaptation, skills that later became our professional superpowers. Our resilience wasn't just born. It was built from these early trials, proving that our ability to juggle multiple tasks while keeping our cool is nothing short of legendary.
Yeah.
Accountability was learned very early for
This drinking from the hose, man. I've seen it a good few times. Still blows my mind. I've even spoken to a lot about you guys, and we went into detail. I was like, there could be slugs up there and all sorts. You guys keep saying over and over again, it was the best water you had. Mad.
us. The responsibility of our actions was never something to be shirked or passed off to others. From owning up to broken windows from an errant baseball to managing our first part-time jobs, we understood consequences and embraced them without a safety net. This foundational principle shaped us into adults who take ownership seriously, driving us to lead by example and command with integrity. It wasn't just about being responsible, it was about being accountable to ourselves and those around us, a trait that seems scarce in today's blame-shifting culture. Our generation didn't have the luxury of finding ourselves or taking gap years to wander aimlessly. We made decisions swiftly, stuck by them, and powered through challenges with a gritty determination that was non-negotiable.
That's why you're tougher.
When the recession hit, we didn't whine. We adapted, finding new paths or
See, that's the thing right there. The difference between the generations. You guys don't really whine, you just get on with it, right? The newer generations, including my generations, we complain. We whine. COVID hit, we whined. You know what I mean? It's like, that's just, times have just changed, man.
Hitting them when none existed. Our careers are patchworks of bold moves and strategic retreats, marked not by entitlement, but by earned respect and hard-fought gains. We didn't wait for opportunities to land in our laps. We chased them down, often outpacing those who doubted us. This relentless drive isn't just ambition. It's a deep-seated will to prove that we can thrive, not just survive, no matter the odds. Flexibility was our playground, not just a corporate buzzword. We were the latchkey kids who adapted to whatever the day threw at us.
Just gotta get it
There
done.
were no constant updates or digital schedules to guide us, just the necessity to think on our feet and pivot at a moment's notice.
Wait. I got a question for you Gen Xers. How did you ever find out something was true? You know how like we got Google and ChatGPT now and like so many ways of researching things? Like just every single day I'm Googling something. You guys just had to just, oh man, that would be scary. Like what if I had a weird lump on my knee one day? Like what? I suppose you just go to the doctors. But like what about like, I don't know. My can of Coke is weirdly exploding green, right? Very random, but what would you do about that? I suppose a lot of you Gen Xers would be like, well, I'll just drink it, man, and see what happens.
We handled changes in plans, power outages, and last-minute cancellations without a meltdown, teaching us a level of adaptability that's become second nature.
Right.
Our capacity to seamlessly shift gears is not just a learned skill. It's embedded in our psyche, making us invaluable in today's fast-changing professional landscape. We embrace the outdoors as our primary entertainment, not an occasional getaway.
Okay.
Summers were spent building tree houses, swimming in the local creek, and
big difference right there. The outdoors was your primal entertainment. Like primary entertainment. Like you just went out there and that's your entertainment right there. Whereas like for me in my scenario, going outdoors is like a nice little luxury, you know what I mean? You get like a little cabin with jacuzzi, boom, right? And my entertainment is right here in this room.
Exploring woods, activities that built physical and mental toughness. This wasn't structured, sanitized play, but raw interaction with nature that taught us risk management, resilience, and respect for the environment long before it became a global concern.
Right.
Our hands-on experiences have ingrained a sense of adventure and independence that sets us apart from those who spend hours curating digital lives indoors. Our social networks were built face-to-face and maintained.
That might be me right there making a digital life I like my digital life though, man. Like, listen, I get that like Gen X had fun back then, but I can't imagine life without the internet though. I really can't, because like without the internet, you guys wouldn't be watching me, and I wouldn't be here, you know, doing the content for you guys, right? I suppose we like back then we could go to a park and we do. Well, I roll reactions, but well, no, you can't. I can come on a boat to America. We can do it live.
With genuine, ongoing interactions, not just through clicks or likes.
Right.
We forged friendships on the basis of real-time shared experiences, learning negotiation, empathy, and the nuances of human behavior firsthand. This has not only honed our interpersonal skills, but also deepened our connections, giving us an edge in both personal and professional relationships. In an age where digital communication often replaces genuine connection, our ability to engage personally and meaningfully is more relevant than ever. The reasons are clear. Generation X embodies unmatched strength because we didn't have the luxury of easing into adulthood. We faced the music early, adapting to rapid technological changes, while preserving the hard-won lessons of previous generations. Our resilience isn't a boast. It's a well-documented track record of overcoming obstacles that would have halted others. So when you question which generation stands the strongest, look no further than Generation X.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can't deny that Generation X wasn't the strongest, because you stick anybody from the other generations, the earlier generations, right? The newer generations. Back then, we wouldn't know how to survive. Like, genuinely, we wouldn't. Like, bro, you stick me in the middle of a forest, right? How am I gonna get home, mate? You know what I mean? I'm gonna be panicking. I'm gonna be stressed. It's gonna be a nightmare, dude. I don't know how to survive out there, whereas like people from Gen X probably do. They probably got survival skills, right? Interesting video though. Let me know your experiences being a Gen X in the comments. Any fun memories or whatnot. Would love to check them out. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.